system and the same problem.
Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information of.
Good morning and welcome to this edition of Magic Television Morning Tea, where they come to you live now Magic Television on Channel 38, Facebook, and the YouTube channel. This like 1 hour program, 1 hour 30-minute program, where they bring you issue that we get for do with development in the country. So no go nowhere, continue for the with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. As today we can talk about the constitutional review process where don't begin. As we see this BNTM Usai member in a parliament with other people around the country, they don't go witness the pre-legislative hearing. We up in this BNTM Usai we see they don't take the Amendment Act of 2025 Guna Parliament. Well, they can discuss all this plus sports, health tips, and other interesting interviews to read them day inside the program this morning. So now go nowhere and continue for day with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. Mina Fatima Sisi, one by presenter them for this edition of the program Magic Morning Tea.
Good morning, and Mina Cornelius Ekurando. Inside the program, we will continue. We will look how the Parliament's the constitutional amendment starts in a parliament, where we reporter Edward Nakeb to Ebindede and see how it been talek.
The pre-legislative hearing where they happen at the Well of Parliament don't begin today, 26 January 2026. The hearing will start with one prayer from the chaplain na Parliament and self. The clerk na Parliament will welcome all the member them and self press and other stakeholder them will be witness this pre-hearing. Opposition leader na Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, talk about how the opposition go participate and help inside the amendment and self help Papa government for CC, then lawyer where them go pass, then go put them into proper use and they not go consider them for we witch hunt against anybody.
As we gave our unflinching support to our team that was sent, we equally expect that these amendments will reflect what was agreed upon by the two parties. Save for those other important recommendations from the public. Like I said, this country does not belong to APC, neither does it belong to SLPP. So APC and SLPP should not think that they should dictate what should happen in the country without consultation to those who do not necessarily belong to these political parties. So accommodation must be made for stakeholders who may have one or two other recommendations to make.
The leader for government business, when Honorable Matthew Newmar talk say anybody in any country we want for transform the country, therefore start with the law them within the country and self. He encourage all members of the SLPP party for participate fully inside this constitution review and self continue for talk to all Salomon them for the importance of this pre-legislative hearing and waiting the constitution go do to Mama Salon.
Even if you are not given the opportunity to talk here today or to make your contributions, you have a bigger platform to write for us. Let us make our position nationalistic. Not because you are looking at it, now you will benefit APC, now you will benefit SLPP. Don't look at that way. If you come to me with that argument, you will not succeed. Because I will not listen. So I thank you very much for coming. I thank you for your contribution.
The Minister for Justice, where they represent the President, Honorable Alpha Sise, talk say government ready for support this act and prepare for do all within the Constitution go say. And self, they continue for talk say the President and in Cabinet will put proper attention and give strength to the members of Parliament for ensure say then go through this bill successful one and the development of saloon and the constitution now in the government don't prioritize. Question and answer them be come up and the Minister for Justice be answer some of them where some key stakeholder them be asked. For Magic TV News, Edward Toure the report.
Thank you to Edward for putting that report together well. Inside the studio we get Edward Nyake Toure, where Guka explain to you better one understand what's happening in Parliament yesterday. Welcome to the program, Edward.
Yeah, good morning and good morning to all viewers and listeners.
All right, Edward, you been in Parliament yesterday. You don't hear waiting the APC head of Parliament say. What do you take?
Well, firstly, I will rephrase say the pre-legislative hearing in Parliament na be one way been somehow not be successful because there were skirmishes way happen at the end of the day. But that's notwithstanding. It was a very good one because we see members of the opposition also make themselves available. The civil society we are there, see all the civil society people that were used for see we can do the train blazing, and the media was there also, and specifically there were producers, and nobody see any reporter even. They were all producers to show how important and how significant the particular hearing they get for be. Coming to the constitutional review, it is one that is timely. I will agree to the timeliness of but the composition and the how would I put it, the delivery or the evaluation, I think say get for be some amount of problem. I'm not trying to procrastinate, you understand, but I'm trying to put things orderly how they for become. Members of the opposition openly welcome that constitutional day review process day, and yesterday we see the All People's Congress Party be hold a meeting prior to that particular process the way the government of Sierra Leone actually want to do. But before we go into that properly, I want to make we go back into the history of all how this starts. After we the Momo, I think it's the Momo-led government, we had the Lome Peace Agreement. There was an agreement say we forget a constitutional review, and also we see President Tijan Kaba came and nothing was done. President Anis Baikoma came, he did his best. The Justice Kawan, which is more popular among all the review processes, they start the process, but it was not successful. And now we see President Bio and the SLPP-led government want to start their own process also for do the constitutional review, of which, as I say earlier on in the introduction, it is timely. But the composition is what I'm having a problem with, and how the issue is bubbling, and other interjection them we don't come in between this particular process. Now I want to make
but during the President Anis Koroma in time, Justice Kawan may actually do a draft where we almost don't come to a conclusion. You not think say it appropriate for them like put that draft together and look at them, come with the new ideas then and continue from that point rather than starting it all over again?
That is why I said I don't get problem with the timeliness of the constitutional review, but I get problem with the composition. The composition in the sense, during the days of Justice Kawan, I think I stand to be corrected, there were 24 recommendations which Justice Kawan and constitutional review did. And if you check the background of Justice Kawan, he's a very straight man. He gets a very good legal background in Sierra Leone. So in my own estimation, I would expect say probably we could or we should also until we get for work towards that. But at the CCA, from your estimation, it's going to be something like a 80-man committee where then get for set up by the Bio-led government for do this particular constitutional review. 80-man committee is a very large number. Me and you to understand how large it is, because the taxpayers' money has to go. The time and energy of those people, probably they are into other things, all gets for go. So I go support you a little bit, say probably we could have used or something we get for use the Justice Kawan constitution. But again, the SLPP is another political party. They have their own political ideology. You see how they operate things. Everything different from the APC. Everybody gets their own way of doing things in the political spectrum. So probably, then when they set up the 80-man committee, then get things the way they want for look into. But I will rephrase back to the statement of Honorable Kagbo when at the opposition leader in parliament. He make a statement say, them trust, they're ready for participating into the process. But when it comes to issues where they not go agree with, and get for relinquish themselves off from the constitutional review. So that sends a signal, say, then self get their reservations, while the SLPP, which is pursuing, now, or let me not say the SLPP, the Biolian government, which is pursuing the review of this constitution, has their own agenda. So it gets to be somehow difficult. That is why I said I have a problem with the composition of how the things get to unfold. That is the problem I'm having. And also, it's too surprising for me, we know, say, this process, we don't know what's in the time frame. It just starts, it didn't have parliament now. But if I can draw you back into project management and tell you about time frame, how long it get for take. And waiting at the things that inside the constitution now for review. Are we going to review the whole constitution as a whole, or we're going to review some articles or some segments, some sections of the 1991 constitution? That was not made. Well, I would say, just like somebody else say, well, the process just started, make we get a time. But I will not give it a time if there are no clear points, if there are no clear things where we get for aligned, we get for look into. Because we see, say, yesterday when the APC had their press conference for update the press about their participation into the review, Honorable Timbo and Honorable Timbo is a legal practitioner, mind you, and also I think it's Kalfala Mara, who is the head for the Tripartite Committee representing the All People's Congress. So you see these two people in their capacity. Their statement was not one that is welcoming. Compare and pack all together with Abdul Kagbo, who is the opposition leader in parliament. In statement also, it was welcoming, but against some issues then we aligned, which all embedded, we go tell you, say, probably there is something where the APC gets for hold onto. So that is why I said, are we going to review the whole constitution, or we are going to review some parts of it, of which something APC no go dey of agreement?
Well, that therefore be a problem. You know, think say it like rightly waiting Honorable Abu Kagbo don't say so, say if then do certain thing where they're not okay with, then they back out. If they back out from the review, you don't think say it will be scary for the people of Sierra Leone?
Well, it's going to be a win for the SLPP and their members. But probably it might not be of the interest of the people of Sierra Leone. Probably, I can't tell. Or it might not be of the interest of the APC. I don't want to hypothesize, because whatever I say now, it's going to be like I say, I want to procrastinate before the process properly. But the signs are there. We are seeing all the signs. And the signs that I mean, in sense, things them way, me and you know say we are Sierra Leone and Sierra Leone with the something and the even before it starts, we get for no waiting at the end of her. Justice Kawan started like this. The SLPP back in opposition. They were in support. They want to let the process go on. Usai issues come out, we don't know. And I saw it left. The SLPP this time around, I see them say, they are very strategic and they are prepared to go again. They are prepared to go to this, they prepare for spring back for another time. So, let them be clear. Let them be very point blank. Or let everybody, or we all, because it includes we all. When we get the pre-legislative hearing, they include everybody. Usain the constitution who want for target. Waiting we want for change. That is very, very specific, and it will help everybody in Sierra Leone for understand and get a legal and proper education about how we go on for go with this constitutional review process. But if we are blinded in the sense, we are just told that we can forget a constitutional review. On what? And what? And what? It's not possible to say, SLPP get for review the whole, too much to use SLPP. The government of Sierra Leone get for review the whole 1991 constitution. If yes, let them tell me. If no, what are the specific points?
So, from the starting of the entire process, now we see they don't take go the Amendment Act in Parliament.
Yeah.
And if you go through the Constitution, they tell you say before ever then do that, they're supposed for gazette and for and they're not in gazette, you know, in this particular process. So from the starting of the entire process, waiting at your view, you feel say the entire process don't start the right way where it's supposed to be.
You see, some things in literature they tell you say you get momentum. You understand? And when you get the momentum, it catch you to keep. Even in journalism, there are some stories it catch you keep. It diverts attention. It keep everybody on the one sided something. You understand? Now, I don't know what's gonna be the process where they do in Parliament because I was not there in the pre-starting of it. Pre-starting in the sense how they go about the process. I was present in the pre-legislative hearing. Abidedi. So, but I don't see any gazettes. It was I stand to be corrected. Probably it was gazetted quietly amongst members of Parliament in the wells of Parliament. But to the general public, I don't think it was gazetted. And when something is not gazetted, if you go put on a Parliament, it's like we rush something for move on. But my problem where the guy is, why did the APC not raise them up as a specific issue?
They raised them up yesterday at the press conference. Okay, and even before that, the discussion came up when they get the back and forth. It came up, and according to them, excuses then they. But if when you go into the Constitution, the number one procedure, therefore don't gazette before ever.
Sure, that is how it's supposed to be. I mean, that is why I said probably because of the momentum of waiting the particular topic gets, the review of the Constitution, and one thing we have to make clear also is very, very clear. Even among we where they pursue say for let them review the Constitution, how many of we understand the Constitution first in the first place? How many Sierra Leoneans were able to tell me 2 articles in the 1991 Constitution? Even to the one where they claim say they are landed people in Sierra Leone. How many people were able to interpret to we properly, if not properly, 2 or 3 articles in the 1991 Constitution? I don't think so. Reach 40%. It is not possible. I'm coming. It's not possible. So, because of the momentum where the particular issue get, everybody they presume say is submitted in the Constitution. We all pursue on that part day now. Now they we all attention on the. Now we don't get the feel. We don't come. We will talk about that very shortly. We don't come start like I say now interjection towards that particular process day. But if I can answer to your question, how many people, first of all, will know it's in the article they're already inside the Constitution, even to a member of Parliament?
Okay, so now my next question to you, we go make probably we able to reach that side where you want to reach in terms of knowledge for when people can get knowledge about the Constitution. From waiting and waiting don't pass. From the Solomon Berewa in 10 to Ernest Bai Koroma in review, and so now. You think say we really need this stage of this now? In terms of resources, in terms of time and all.
It don't take me 27 years, we not review the Constitution. And for every time when any political party come, if people like I say they come for country gawi. That is how it sounds like. We don't want for review the Constitution. Okay, we understand say we don't want for review the Constitution. But waiting at the composition of that particular Constitution. Waiting everything we don't want for review. Or we not just do no more like I say we don't want for create a public attention to all political parties. They have the resources. Let me tell you that. Then get the money. Because for the President Bill set up a 80-man committee for a constitutional review, it's going to take us our resources. Even before that, the tripartite committee, they get a whole secretariat. They are taking very good care of it. So when it comes to resources, then get the money. The government of Sierra Leone, they create by all means, they will create a platform where either money they get for commot for pursue that particular constitutional review. But the end point will be how successful will get for become. Waiting will get for profit out of that as a general public.
So how successful will get for be? The point why they make now that with waiting we don't left from Solomon Berewa in time to Ernest Bai Koroma in white paper in this, we really be need for start again all over.
Well, I want to make you go back one more step. In the first place, why we want to review the Constitution? Is it that 1961 or 1991 where President Momo will do the Constitution? There are certain people where they up till now that we are present when they do that Constitution day. So we want for wholly or solely condemn say the Constitution where President Momo write as related to the British law and not be get any sense. Okay, yes, we don't accept say not be get any sense, but we not always they try for review. What thing my point here is how difficult it is for us to do that process within a year. Let them tell you how difficult it is. IGR they do the reports where they say police are the most corrupt institution, and there were other things. They do and they say and consult how many thousand people. They did it within 6 months. IGR as an institution, they do it twice, right? They do the other one recently where they show say Jagaban and other people they are the most like candidates. Fine. They know within 6 months. So what will it take the government of Sierra Leone for do a constitutional review within 6 months that it will not become successful? We will run the path for 27 good years. 27 good years. So probably me I say like a political caricature. It is a political caricature. The politicians always want to create something, we go get with attention, we go keep. But they are no, I'll say it for Frank, they are not really serious about it. They really are not serious about it. Because when we serious about them, whose kind time, whose kind energy, whose kind resources we go take we for do a whole review within 1 year. There might be some issues that were very delicate for make una address. We understand, very, very well understand. But those we una address una nail and once and for all. But the Justice Cowan Constitution had been, they don't forget about it totally. The one where they pull na the Lome Peace Accord, they don't forget about it. The one where Pakabado under some Mombewa, they don't forget about it. And it's Komayo, they don't forget about it. What did it take we so long for put all them things together? For say the people that maybe they do all them process and they are not landed people. You know what tell me that? You really know what tell me that? Just that it is a political caricature.
Somebody say we need for review for match up the current trend.
Which current trend?
So many things that only happen.
Which if you say so many things that only happen, yes, we understand. And when society change,
the constitution don't say from 1991.
So why you know if them be well when people when they do charter or when an organization is making a plan, they are not making a plan for today. They are making a plan prior to their tenure in office. A serious organization. If I take 5 years in office, I will prepare for 5 years. If the government is taking 5 years, what will it take them a year for say, okay, within this year, they review the whole constitution? If really they are serious to review a constitution, if really they are serious. But now, the APC is on their convention. This is their process. One issue on the political spectrum. Now the SLPP don't say we review constitution. Is it that we the people of Sierra Leone, we are really not, we don't get sense? Because they can always divert from one point to another, And I don't feel like a social media. Today na Mama Benji, something tomorrow I wanna to connect, next tomorrow go be Sally Kali. That is how it's operating. So who side they want for make good now?
All right, Edward, continue for the tune the program. The program we watch now Magic Morning Tea, where they come to you live now Magic Television on channel 38, Facebook and we YouTube channel. We they continue with the program, and don't forget say today we they continue for talk about the constitutional review where the process don't start. And we continue for bringing independent voices for make them can add their own voice to the entire process. Now we go and join the National Petroleum Regulatory Authority. As we see yesterday on behalf of the government of Salone, they don't announce new fuel price we get for do it 25 from 25 leons to 28 leons 50 cents per liter for fuel and diesel. Well, we own Nyake Tue be go around and put this report together after we NPRA be don't make the announcement.
Petroleum products now one way always get issue na saloon market and safe can lead to either increment in transport price or can devalue the leons to the dollar. January 28, 2026, the government of Salone, through the National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, don't approve the increment for fuel price for January 2026, with petrol and diesel when go sell at 28.50 millions per liter as it come out from 25 millions per liter. Inside one statement from the National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, they talk say the new pricing structure will go apply to all scale fuel dealer them and go take effect under the new arrangement as bulk fuel transaction could continue with the dollar.
Now, to the rest of the consumers, they will be asking why has price moved sharply overnight. Our job, according to section 12B in the NPRA Act, no government in this country, no in the whole world, let me clarify this, no government in the whole world determine fair price or petroleum price. You can check that also. Whether you are an importing country or you are a net producer, you don't determine bond price. Prices are market driven. If the interplay of demand and supply. For net importing countries, we have additional factor, which is foreign exchange rate, for you to get the final bond price. Because importers, they import in foreign currency, their payables are in foreign currency, and their receivables are in local currency all over the world. So those two factors, the combined effect, translate to consumer. But this government consistently have tried as much as possible to reduce the burden on the consumers. One, by becoming very transparent. Secondly, by ensuring that the push effect on consumers. Our last price review was in March 2025. You can check that. We published 27.4 for diesel, 27.3 for petrol. And the mandate we have is to set the ceiling for operators. You must not sell above 27.4, and you must for petrol for diesel, and you must not sell above 27.3 for diesel. In between those periods, we used to have two big players in the sector. Those two players were carrying 81% of the market. We had additional mandate to even support them. Support them means by bringing additional players.
The new fuel price will include petrol 28.50 newlions per litre, diesel the same 28.50 newlions per litre, kerosene 28.50 newlions per litre, and fuel oil will be 25.80 newlions per litre. According to the Director General for the National Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Balawa Bangura, talk say the price them will be determined as them go use one full cost recovery model wey go factor the international plate price for other markets them in the world. E carry on for talk say the calculation based on the recent exchange rate wey na 23.78 to $1. E make point about transparency and accountability because we for focus on the objective and help the sector for go before. E carry on for talk say the job according to section 12 na for bring the sector go before, and carry on for talk about say no country no get the power for determine fuel price past the fuel market.
No government in this country, no in the whole world, let me clarify this, no government in the whole world determine fair price or petroleum price. You can check that also. Whether you are an importing country or you are a net producer, you don't determine bond price. Prices are market driven. If the interplay of demand and supply.
As all this they continue, the general public no be take this issue with good faith as the economic situation in the country not to something where you go write home about.
I never go pay master 80,000. I buy fuel 105,000. I get for eat. I have for change oil. If I get for get problem. So then they take place. So now we didn't fuel crisis there. I get for more now we. And now you know they buy it to the first station and then they sell you. Pass to buy Jebu. And Jebu na 30,000 for 1 liter.
One civil society activist, when Edmond Abu, when the director for Native Consortium and Research Center, be raised concern about this increment and talk about the frustration where this will cause to the people of Sierra Leone.
Now this meeting be there about just for go all meeting with all marketers for put her up to 38. Well, Aminata I don't care, Lyoko I don't care. I dey call on una see remain on a price high day. Jagaban, I dey call on you, put the price down. When they put at 28, don't be selling at 28. You can sell at 22. not to fet. No law, not they will tell anybody, say government for everybody for sell at government price. The government is pricing 27, so maybe they sell 22. So all marketers, Zala, German, Aminata, and the Corona for Lona put in a station, Lona put in a field down.
For Magic TV News, Edward Nyake to read the report.
All right, then I report we don't tell you exactly what will be the current situation yesterday in the country after we government announced new fuel price in the country. And don't forget say the new price now it's 28 leons 50 cents now the new price for fuel. We dey continue with the program, and the program we still dey watch na Magic Morning Tea where they come to you live na Magic Television on channel 38 Facebook and we YouTube channel. And today we will continue for bringing discussion with regards the 1991 constitutional review process we already don't start. And we get an independent voice inside the studio this morning by the name of Edward Nyake Ture. We will continue with the program and we will come back to our guest.
All right, Edward, we don't talk now about the constitution. We don't look say plenty things they will deviate. Another distraction don't come again. Fuel price don't go up. You not think in a deviation?
Big time. Why I say big time? Because as usual, just like as the chairman or the director for the NPIAC, since last year March, we not get any increment, we not get any notification. That is one way for right about. No notification was done. So it's a big time distraction. Now some say I don't know how ordinary say alone but I think say if we logically calculate how the situation they go on, you go see say na a big distraction. No notification was made. Some few weeks or months ago, we see say the president began meeting with oil dealers them. We don't know the outcome of that meeting.
Nobody no updates
we not ever get any update on how that meeting they come. Waiting to be the significance and the motive of that meeting. All of a sudden, yesterday, rushly we see press release come on. Before the mama we don't get press conference. We are in a scene now. Fuel is 28. We get like a 3 trillions or how we call them 3 cents or trillions addition on top.
Trillions 50 cents.
On which cause? If you check the international market, there is no stumbling there. Okay, there has been stumbling since the inception of wars in America and what sort. We don't see Venezuela also when a major importer, I don't become affected. But in the international market, we don't see no issues like that. No fuel increment at all. All of a sudden,
so you want to say a deliberate act for take people attention
well,
off the review?
I'm not going to say a deliberate act, because if I say a deliberate act, it will feel like a directly I want for see, they want for associate both issues. But if we can read between the lines, just read between the lines, it's very, very clear. It's too practical. Let me make you understand what is happening. Because for like take fuel from 25 to 28 at this peak, the day before, I think it was a Monday or Tuesday, we get a pre-legislative sitting on reviewing of our constitution where entails the governing law of Sierra Leone. And then yesterday no more we get fuel increment. On which cause? Are we going through economic stumbling? The bank governor is there, the minister of finance is there. They don't ever give you any notification say, okay, we get problem with your economy because of fuel. Okay, this is happening because of fuel. No notification was done. Fuel increments come up. And we get so many questions for ask on why fuel increments for come up. If I can vividly recall yesterday during the press conference, all what they are saying is waiting the policy then say. But on a naturalistic form, we're not able to see any evidence for sure say, okay, now there has been problem in the chain of supply. There has been problem in negotiation. None of that. Nothing. We just see increments. To 28,000 millions. Imagine now, as of this morning, for anybody where they take transportation, if you plant pay 5 loans, you're gonna pay 6 loans. If not to that, you get what Tinapusa ID for the rest of the day. You're not gonna forget transport. Because Sierra Leoneans, we just wait for one kickstart, then we continue. That is how it is used to be. And you not go blame them. Because if you take something from 25 to 28, you don't even take unto 26,500 loans, you take unto 28,500 cents. It's very, very high. So if me like a man, if I go distance where we pay 10 loans, I'm gonna pay 15,000 loans. Because if the government, when they are the holistic body where they for push things go before, don't increase the price to that amount today. On which grounds? Why una increase am to that grounds today? It's not about waiting in a section 12 of the constitution or would I get the right for increase the fuel price. No. But calculatively, I can still recall March of 2025, when we get a decrease in this price. We get proper mathematical and statistics figure them. We come up from the same director of NPRA. This time around, if you are doing this such important increment, and very, very difficult as it is, you forget a same mathematical and statistical figure there. So the people of Sierra Leone, but not be happy, no. I don't know no more yesterday if anybody see any proper calculation of why the increments take place. That is why I go say I not go support or I not go tell Sierra Leone and say na diversion, but if you can read between the lines, you go tell say something is boiling. Probably they want for take your attention into two things, but we are Sierra Leoneans, we are used to it. Just like I say, we're in a social media country from one thing to another.
So me two issues now get with the review of the constitution. One, the contributions from the public, and also the money we get for involved. The last review under APC, we still say the government be get $1.1 million commitment. So again, with the review again. So my point why they make financially, we really need for go again with this trend. Well,
firstly, talk about the public education. How they go for update people.
Yes, and the involvement.
Well, that's why I say I don't want to hypothesize or I don't want to be hypothesis in the sense. I see the process just start. Probably we forget things like that. But if we don't get her, I go sit down here back and talk and say we did not have it. Fine. Then two, you talk about the finance of the money. It is an 80-man committee. Obviously, no saying that taxpayers' money they get for use. Obviously. Chief Minister saying no get for pulling money in his pocket. The Honorable Speaker of Parliament saying no get for pulling money in his pocket. It's the taxpayers' money. They just have to use. Obviously, you say it's a long government go pull money. MCC money, we have all our monies, but obviously it's going to be from the finance of the government of Sierra Leone. Now they never pull that money for finance that 80-man committee. For how long? I think they never communicate and
so why you think any political party we can have power defect for do a review? Because
they want to prove to the people of Sierra Leone they're serious. why when the APC was in power, let's start first from the APC. When they were in power, they don't give you the constitution say after 7 years. When Ernest Kumar. So Madam you back, he just get to do the same thing because I want to prove to people of Sierra Leone say I'm serious. I want to review the constitution. But how long will it take you? But can you imagine? These are ideas, paper and pen. No, yes, either or, neither, no, says my brother Paul. That's the only. What thing again involved? Are we going to do rituals for them to review constitution? Pass Bodo or pass Kakade Komo? No. The legal practitioners are there. Justice Cowan, may his soul rest in peace. He was a landed man. He did his best. He gave 24 recommendations. We used our taxpayers' money for fund that. So if now is a serious constitutional review is going to happen, why we not go by them?
Recommendation.
Even if we not go by the recommendation, what thing go take we too difficult per English words? These are the words either or, neither, no, yes, no, done. What thing they again our constitution? We pass we get for speed blood force for level review. Tell me, Cornelius, nothing is involved in there. We get Bukago in Parliament, we get Cheikoko, we get Timbo. When it comes to SNP, we get the brain behind everything. Senga is there. We have the Martin Numas there. We have all illegal brain there. Before this time, during APC, we get the editorial, we get we have all these guys. Pakabante, we get Solomon Berewa, we get all these guys. So what you go take we now for the review, either or, neither, no, yes or no. Why they take we to all 27 years? That's to show you that, for me, in my opinion, it's a political caricature.
With election around the corner, because 2028 is just around the corner.
Someone show Solomon say me are capable. Everybody want for social and say, I'm serious.
All right, plenty thank you, Edward, for joining me inside the studio today. Now, I also go end this edition of the Magic Morning Tea for today. So say tomorrow we will get another brand new edition of the program. Me na one partner presenter, then Cornelius Ekurandu.
And Mina Fatima say they say Tata, and don't forget for watching news at 7 p.m. And also we get other interesting program. The Woman Corner, they come up at exactly 6 to 7.
The same old system and the same problem.
Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea.